Hello, good evening. I'm meteorologist Cheetah Craft. I'm filling in tonight for our chief meteorologist, David Paul, and we need to prepare you for tomorrow. So for your Thursday, not only are we expecting pretty much a washout for the day, so some heavy downpours, but there's the potential of some hail, wind, damaging wind at that, and even an isolated tornado. So the Storm Prediction Center, anytime we're expecting these strong storms, has an outlook between 1 to 5. Notice how our west and southwest counties, northwest even at that, are all under a threat level 2. And that puts it under the category there with potentially even some large hail at times, again, strong winds and that isolated tornado. So that's what we are going to monitor inside some of these thunderstorms. Now, overnight tonight, maybe a few spotty showers, but that's really about it. You're not going to see a whole lot of activity overnight. Early tomorrow morning, 4, 5 a.m., notice how some of these showers, I'm showing you on our future track here, are expected to become a little bit more scattered. So I think you will wake up to wet roadways. And then by 8, 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, notice how thunderstorms begin to develop. At first, I think these thunderstorms are going to be fairly concentrated areas south of I-10, so potentially right along the coastline there. And then what happens as we get closer to lunchtime, stopping this at 10:30, so late morning and your midday, these thunderstorms are basically area wide. And at this point, that's when almost anybody could be picking up some really strong gusty winds, some of that hail, and even an isolated tornado. So keep your guard up. Now, once we get into the afternoon hours, now you're thinking carpool pickup. Do you have any afternoon meetings? Whatever you usually have planned for your Thursday afternoon, notice how these thunderstorms are still fairly area wide. We do start to get some breaks, and I think the potential for any additional severe weather will actually start to drop, so it'll weaken. Once we get into about 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, we're still tracking maybe an isolated thunderstorm or two, but we get a little bit of a lull until our second waves moves in, and this timeline, think more midnight Thursday into about 3, 4 a.m. Friday. So it's that early morning shift there for Friday morning, almost before the rush hour Friday, but that's still going to make for wet roadways early Friday morning. So you're basically looking at a washout tomorrow and then storms exiting the area by 8, 9 o'clock on Friday. How much rain could we pick up? Well, anywhere from 1 to upwards 4 inches of rain. I think on average we'll pick up about 1 to 2 inches of rain. That's what most models are indicating here. Where we're expecting potentially those strong thunderstorms overnight into Friday morning to set up, that's where we could be picking up some of those accumulations of 3 or 4 inches. Now, a quick 2 inches of rain can create a high water spot. So keep that in mind, especially if you're downtown, inside the city. You know, a lot of times we just don't have enough land to soak up some of that rain. So if we do see a quick high water spot, it's usually quick to be high, but then it's quick to recede as well. We will be watching that for you. So again, for your Thursday washout, severe storms possible, 1 to 3 inches of rain, isolated spots upwards of 4, area-wide storms between 7 a.m. and 2 p.m. I think that's the highest chance for strong to severe thunderstorms. And then the next line of thunderstorms looks like it moves in about midnight to 4 a.m. Friday morning. So tomorrow, we're really going to be watching this radar pretty closely. The good news is, if you're thinking about cheering on the Cougs, Friday night, man, these storms are out of here. You're going to be setting the stage with practically clear skies, beautiful conditions as we head into the upcoming weekend. Where is our storm system right now? Well, it's sitting in West Texas. This is what's going to be moving our way. What's interesting about an area of low pressure, it has counterclockwise spin. So as that moves overhead across the area here locally, because of the counterclockwise circulation, it's going to keep the rotation for some of those thunderstorms late tomorrow evening. And that's why we will still have that storm threat late Thursday into early Friday morning. I've been watching maybe a few spotty showers from Matagorda, Brazoria, and portions of southern Harris County, but not much. Again, very light activity. Tomorrow will be our highest threat for strong to severe thunderstorms. Then it's pretty much out of here by early Friday morning, giving us clear skies by Friday afternoon. Have you seen your weekend? What do you have planned? Saturday and Sunday look spectacular. Temperatures back into the mid to upper 70s. Tomorrow we will be watching the radar closely. Of course, if we get any updates, we will pass those on to you. Make sure you have the KHOU 11 app, so that way if we do get any alerts, we will push them right over to your phone. All right, stay safe tomorrow. We'll keep you updated right here.